Okay.
I think Mr. Alex is here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, I was trying to upgrade. That was what caused the delay. I think, yeah, we're about 13 minutes late for the program. Please, sorry, ma'am,
No, no
for,
problem.
for coming late. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Okay. Today we're going to make it all about you. But before we start, let's my lady Forest make the introduction and give us a brief history of Forex and why she's trading Forex. Then we'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Amazing. Mr. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm fine. Are you? You're
I'm
looking
very
good.
well.
Is that Christmas hair?
Thank you. Oh, yes, so that's my Christmas hair. Compliment of the season.
Same here. Same here.
Com-
Same here. Same here. So
oh,
how are you?
oh,
So just give
yeah.
us introduce yourself then like usual so that we go back to Mama and she will take us through her experience in Forex.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good day, everyone. My name again is Shampipe, the Forest Lady Boss, and you're all welcome to today's show, which is the 6th episode of Let's Talk Forest with Prince Alex. And basically, what we do here is, we educate people on how the foreign exchange market works and how you can partake from this market. Guys, this is an industry that has a lot of potential. It's a 6.6 trillion US dollar market on a daily transaction. All you need to do is to get the education, because we keep preaching the education. Because without you having this education, you cannot trade in this market. And it's the market that on a daily intake, you can go in, take whatever you want to take out of the 6.6 trillion US dollar market. When you take whatever you want to take, then you can leave and trade the following day. So all we do is educate people on how they can win in this market. The banks trade here, the hedge fund managers, we have the central banks, we have the world banks, they all play in this market. And recently, our very own CBN threw in $51.8 million into the Forex market. That was in September 2020. We find lots of individuals trading in this market. We have the likes of Aliko Dangote, our very own Aliko plays in this market. We have Tony Elumelu. Tony Elumelu also trade in this market. We have Wale Adenuga. We have Donald Trump, the president of United States, plays in this market. We have Warren Buffett, we have Robert Kiyosaki, and a whole lot of others. They are all major players in this market. And like I keep saying, if they are trading forex, you and I cannot sit on the fence. All we need to do is to learn the skill set, because a whole lot of individuals multiply their money in this market. So we cannot afford to sit on the fence. And our message is simple. All we keep saying is learn the forex skill set. It's a skill set that pays. If you can see what is happening with the Bitcoin, you can see the bullish movement that is going on in the with the Bitcoin. This is same coin that we told a lot of people to invest in it. Some were scammed and some even thought it was scam, but you can see what it's doing in the market. And on our academy, all we do is to teach you how to trade the high frequency forex, the traditional forex, the digital currency. So you can trade the digital currencies, the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Ripples. You can trade all this coin because you acquired the forex skill set. So it helps you navigate your way very well in this market. And today again, we'll be bringing up Mommy Comfort. I call her Mommy Comfort. Mrs. Comfort Timothy. I call her Big Mommy because she just has proven to us time without number that age is not a barrier. You don't have to be young to be able to trade in this market. Mommy is 65 years old. She'll be saying that, you'll be hearing from the horse's mouth. And mommy is trading. She's learning the skill set. I remember she's always telling me that how she wish she had made this skill before before she retired from work. But with this skill now, it's just like her retirement plan, because we are students always. Mommy is learning, improving her skill. She's trading. Mommy has been with us for over 2 years now in this industry, and she's trading well. Whenever mommy demystifies the harmony scanner, the gold cup, at times I tell her that, mommy, please, this is brain. But she tells me that no, she wants to, learn everything. And she trades today very well. So, mommy, I'm super, super happy to have you on the call. I'm so proud of all that you've been doing, showing the younger ones that age is nothing but just a number. I celebrate you, mommy. Take it away, Mr. Alice.
Madam Comfort, the ball is up to you now. I think, yes, I have met you a couple of times and we've interacted, and I can remember what you told me, how you, how you come into contact with forex trading and how you develop your interest. But that is my personal encounter with you. But I would like our audience to know how you come in contact with forex, what stimulates your interest, or what stimulated your interest that you're so passionate about forex trading.
Well, thank you first and foremost for having me to speak. Well, concerning Forex, actually, when I was still in active service many years back, actually, I knew about Forex, that people trade Forex. But from what I heard people say, based on the experience then, is that it's something very risky, and maybe because they didn't have any structured way of learning or having a good mentoring arrangement, maybe. So I took Forex to be something that, well, it's a no-go area, very risky, it's not even worth it. So, but after I retired, I retired 3 years ago. Then about a year later, somebody introduced me to the IM Academy. It was then I knew that Forex is not as difficult as I thought it was years back. Actually, my being introduced to IM Academy was really a real game changer for me, because I now knew that one could learn Forex easily based on the learning architecture that IM Academy has. And that is what made me to start learning, and I really had a lot of interest in Forex since then. That's how actually the learning architecture that made it so easy, made it very interesting for me, and I now decided to go all the way. That's what brought me on. And generally, I'm somebody that by nature, I believe that learning is a lifelong thing. That is, learning is something you must engage in till you die. In fact, it's a matter of from the cradle to the grave.
To the grave, yeah.
You must always. I always have that quest to learn something new. So that also helped me. So when this opportunity was introduced to me, I just grabbed it, and that was it.
But okay, I would like you to talk to our audience about what have been your, maybe certainly you will have some frustrations during the process, and your motivation during the process. So what have been your frustrations? Maybe when you try to learn, maybe the money wasn't coming the way you thought it was going to come. Have you ever experienced something like that?
Well, it depends on how we see frustration. Well, for me, maybe at the very beginning, because I really had to take my time. At least the money was not flowing in as we wanted. Because one thing we have to realize is that our learning curves are different. So I really had to take it easy at the beginning. So maybe at the very beginning, because things were a little bit slow, maybe that, apart from that, I wouldn't really say I had any frustration per se, but I just decided to go at my own pace. And before I knew it, I was just advancing, you know, I was progressing, successfully. So,
No, madam, there is something very interesting about you. Okay, because many people think that, oh, I'm beyond the age I have to learn new things, and you are by the lady boss testimony, you're about 60 something years old. Okay, uh, are you telling me age was not a determining factor in your ability to learn what Forex is?
not at all. In fact, not at all, not at all. Age is not a barrier. It's just a matter of interest. In fact, one thing I always tell people nowadays is that in this age we are living in, which is the digital age, the way
Yeah.
things are being done now is just a matter of interest. Because I remember when I was much younger,
Mm-hmm.
there were, things were not digitalized. Everything has to be done in an analog or mass. You need to pump in strength to do something. Then one could see elderly people, in those days as being disadvantaged. For example, if one were to be on a track field now, and we all want to run maybe the 100 meters race now, definitely the younger people will run, the older ones because of
Yeah.
strength. But the age we are living in is no longer like that. Everything is digitalized, so you don't really need physical strength. What is we call psychomotor driven capability. No, it's just a matter of the way one thinks. It's just a matter of determination. For example, this Forex that we are talking about now, IM Academy has made life easy for us because that's really the game changer. Not just determination. If you don't have a good way of learning, a good way of being mentored, frustration can come in. One may never come on board. But the real thing is that determination. This is, from what I see, it's a matter of just determination, interest, if one has the willingness to learn. Because, for example, IM Academy has made it easy for everyone, irrespective of age. They have a learning structure that is so simplified. In fact, they take you from the point that they believe nobody knows anything in Forex. It's just like even learning, maybe, for example, the English language. If one wants to learn English, the first step is that you have to learn the 26 English alphabets, A, B, C, and so on up to Z. Then the next thing is you start joining alphabets together, forming little words, words you can call monosyllabic. Then later on, bisyllabic was that is words having a single sound, then double sound. You just progress like that. That is the way IM Academy has been structured. If nobody knows anything, that you have
Madam, let me interrupt you a little bit. You see, you are taking me through a process I actually have never seen IMA Academy before. Taking me back as if I'm in the kindergarten, who is trying to come up from kindergarten to how I pronounce words, the sound image, the sound image, and all the rest of it. Oh, who say A for apple. These are you've simplified everything as easier as I can. So how were you able to grab all these things to make it? Is it because of your basic experience or because of the way IMA Academy was able to simplify the process?
Well, I think it's the way IML structured the process.
Okay.
Because they bring you from the point that you know nothing. They will teach you the basics, what is Forex, starting from that. And for anyone who is who has the interest should be able to take those lessons one by one, irrespective of age. So the main determinant, therefore, is whether you are interested to learn or not. It has nothing to do with age, because you just sit and listen, and you go and you are taken through the stages of learning. And not only that, the icing on the cake is that as you are learning, they have put into the structure a process whereby you are learning and you are even earning at the same time, which even makes it more interesting. And definitely, when it comes to issues of earning and income, it cuts across all ages. Everybody needs more money. Everybody
Yeah.
needs more income
Yeah.
to live a good quality of life. So it cuts across. So it's a need for all ages, the learning aspect. So, and this is what IM Academy provides the opportunity. Imagine learning and earning at the same
At the
time.
same time,
You can really do such an opportunity. If you are in an institution, you are paying them until you finish. Then you now think of how to make use of the acquired knowledge to earn money yourself later, maybe by embarking on a business or starting a job. But here we are, learning right from scratch, and you are earning at the same time. So it really, it's a double advantage going on at the same time. And for that, is a need for every age. And secondly, it's not stressful. You are not rushing to the bus stop, jumping on the bus or the train or something. I mean, so it's so convenient. All you need is your data, and you can be anywhere.
and
You be
ability to
with your children, your
willing to
grandchildren,
learn.
and you are doing it. So that's the thing. It
Okay,
really has nothing to do with age.
in our last episode, you heard, I think in our last episode, you heard about
Yeah.
Nancy, who is much younger, how she come into contact with forex trading through the help of radio advert and all the rest of it. Okay, now putting everything in comparison, she's much younger. You are more older. I think if I have to put the age gap, they should be either your last daughter or probably your granddaughter. Now,
Mhm.
people are out there, man, who thinks, oh, I don't have what it takes to learn. I don't think this forest thing is in for me. I don't think because of my age I should be learning new things because maybe most of them don't have, that have retired. I shouldn't be learning new things. But here you are retired after a hard-earned process of working, but still you are making money. How lucrative have this process been for you?
Well, it has been really lucrative because it has given me a very good additional source of income apart from my pension. When you're on pension, you are grappling with reduced income. But here is a lucrative opportunity where one is even earning more than what one earned as an active worker while in service. So what I would just say is that I think it's a matter of people's mentality.
Mhm.
Because one of the things I had the opportunity before I retired is that, one should go through retirement education. And one thing one was taught is that if you are an active person while in active service, make sure that when you retire,
Retire, you're still
you continue to be active, because it can have impacts on the body. If you just relapse into living a docile life, it can make you age and wear out, and it's not even good health wise. One should continue to tax one's thinking, one's brain, always. So that's with that background. When this opportunity came my way, I saw it as a good opportunity to continue to engage myself, to continue to be active. So I think what we should tell a lot of people who think like that is that no, in as much as one is alive, one must keep one's brain active.
active.
I mean, one to be active physically and otherwise, mentally and otherwise. It keeps the body going very well. So that mentality of, oh, I've reached a particular age, I shouldn't learn anything new again. Let me just retire and just sit down. No, 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 no. I think it's a matter of mindset. We should start changing people's mindsets. And maybe with people like us now, we are like a living example to such people that you can still be active throughout a lifetime. It's just a matter of living a healthy life, eating healthy, and you continue, learning new things and take advantage of, the things we learn every day. So I think we need to put that information outside there. And it is also there to challenge even the young people like Nancy and so on. So that when they see even elderly people doing what they are doing, it would inspire them the more.
So are you recommending, because I have seen a lot of people who retired. I have seen a lot of people who retired from the active service within 5 years or 10 years down the line, even less than, they become vegetables and everything. Because why? Because all throughout their time in service, they were very active. Now they have retired. They have no plan for their retirement age. Are you recommending Forex that, oh, let me introduce you to another plan, another retirement plan where you can be earning money and becoming active at the same time?
Yeah, definitely. That is my strongest recommendation for people who are about to retire. In particular, they should take Forex as part of their retirement plan. And even those that have retired, it's not too late for most of them, especially if they are still healthy enough. They haven't become vegetables, because maybe someone who has been so impaired may not be able to do anything again. But there are still quite a number of them that are retired that can still have a rethink, and one can encourage them to come on board, because IML Academy has a structure that can make things easy for them, because they will need to come on board and learn at their own pace. And definitely they should be able to come on, but it's still not too late for most retirees. They can be introduced, they can still be introduced, and I'm sure those that are interested will still join. And for those who are about to retire, we should recommend, this trading of Forex to them.
Lady B.
Mr. Alex.
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
You heard Mommy's testimony and everything. I think the next episode we should focus on basically IML Academy. Why you have shared your experience with IML Academy, and both of you should collaborate your experience with IML Academy so that people will understand. Because so what I'm getting from her right now is Forex has become a retirement plan for her. When she become active, she wakes up every morning, she learn everything, she learn new things daily, she want to hear new things daily, and it keeps her going, because people died because of they are retired, they're not active, and it kills faster than even COVID-19. So
yeah.
I think our next episode should be on how have the IML have been an academic that have been educating people on Forex trading, simplifying, let me use that word, simplifying the process of learning how to trade on the Forex market. So what is your take? Don't you think it will be a very wonderful experience?
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful experience, because what our academy does is this. They take a total rookie, you understand, a total rookie, they hold you. They teach you how to navigate the market until you become a super trader yourself. So you don't need to have experience on how to trade before. All you need to do is, when you come up, is to have a winning mindset. Be open to learning, because along the line, a lot of things will look alien to you. But with this academy, it's in the most simplified manner. It teaches everyone that comes on board, if you're willing to learn. like I tell people, we cannot do your work for you. It's not possible. You have to put in the work. It is a process, and you must be willing to go through the learning process because you already have tools that have simplified everything for you. If you don't make use with those tools, they will not transform to anything. You must be willing to make use of the tools that IM is providing, that has provided us with for you to excel, for you to become a super trader. But if you don't use them, it will not translate to anything. Mommy studies a lot. Most times from the way she studies, I challenge the other younger ones. I say, if mommy can be analyzing her money scanner like this, if mommy can be analyzing the gold cup, the teacup, you don't have any excuse not to be able to analyze. That's to tell you that even at retired stage, mommy still, stay awake up night to learn how the market works, to learn how the harmonic scanner works, to learn how the gold cup works. Now mommy is even trading the binary options, the high frequency forex with us. So I tell people, hey, for the number, it is nothing but just a number. And we already have a platform, given that if anybody wants to learn and is
Mm-hmm.
willing to go through the process,
Mm-hmm.
person will become a super. The only problem we have is a lot of people come and they want you to do all the work for them, which is not possible. Which is not possible. We cannot do all the work for you because we already have the tools on ground. All we do is to guide you and mentor you and teach you the basics. But you have everything that you need to win in this academy. So even you are a total rookie, you've not traded before. For people that have traded before and have failed in one way or the other, we can still help you, become a super trader using all these tools.
I think what we'll do next week is let's bring Nancy and Madam Comfort on board. Let both of them share their experience because it's like now the younger generation and the older generation at the same time. Uh, we have had Nancy testimony, and I'm hearing Madam Comfort testimony. It's not strange to me because I have met her one on one in different seminars we have organized, and she have been there. She have shared her personal story with me, and I know how passionate she is about Forex and IML Academy because what get me baffled was at her age, what motivated her? What she have? Yeah, you are laughing. At her age, what motivated her? She just told me, "I have retired. I have nothing else to do, and this keep me alive." You see, the first thing is I have retired. This keep me alive, and it's paying my bills at the same time, and I'm making money from the process that I have never even thought of. Because according to her, she said if she have known this process before now, she would have been long on it even before her retirement age. So I think the next thing we should do is let's bring the older generation and the new generation together so that we'll have both of them on the same platform. Both of us talk to our audience and let them understand whether you are young, whether you are old, the age is not a barrier for both of us. So I think that's what we will do next time. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I can
So,
hear you.
so as we round up right now, Madam, what is your final word for our audience?
Well, for me, I would just say this beyond the sky is the limit for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Age is not age is just a number, it's just a matter of interest. We have a market that is recession free, that irrespective of what is going on in the world today, this market is a God-given opportunity where all of us can grab what we can grab and still
Mm-hmm.
live a good quality and sustainable life. So the, that's what I would want to tell everyone in closing today. The sky is the limit. this
Thank you.
great opportunity, even beyond the sky. I won't even say sky now. If there's anything like beyond the limit of the sky, let it be so. This market has provided this opportunity. It's recession free and is more than 7.5 trillion market for you to on a daily basis to grab from. So there's no reason why anybody should be poor. We should all go to that market and take our own share, on a daily basis,
Thank you very much,
irrespective of
madam,
age.
for giving us your time today. And I hope next week you will be free to talk to us, comparing the older generation and the new generation. We want to have both of you on the same platform, and so that people could understand that whatever you think, age is not a barrier. You shouldn't think I'm too young, or you shouldn't think I'm too old for me to come on the platform and trade forex, because IML have make simplified the process of learning for everyone. Thank you very much, madam, for sharing your time with us. Let it be.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
me.
So, what's your final words for our audience today?
Thank you so much, Mommy, for coming to share your testimony. They say documentation beats argument. If somebody shows you results, it silences argument. And all we tell people is that if you want to be successful, you have to discipline your way to success. Forex is not a get rich quick business.
Business,
It's a
yeah.
get rich. So all you need
There's,
to
there's an
do,
assurance that you will get rich, but it's not a get rich
yeah,
quick
yeah,
business.
yes. So a lot of people come in with this mindset that I want to hammer. So, and I tell them, Forex is not a gamble, it's not a casino, it's not a Yahoo that you want
It's
to
not
make
bet.
money.
It's not bet Niger.
Yes, everything in life has process. And if you want to be successful, you must learn to discipline your way to success. You must pay the price. You must burn midnight candles, to get to the top. So no successful person that will tell you that it's by accident, that I became successful. They all pay their price to the top. So for everyone listening to us and for everyone that joined us, we want to encourage you, to be patient with the process. Whatever you find yourself doing, be consistent. Put in all you need to put in to get the best out of it. Forest, like I say always, is a skill set that guarantees financial freedom and stability. So all you need to do is to learn the skill set, get forest education, and there's no shortcut. There's no shortcut, and you can't cut the shortcut. So we hope to see you guys on the call next week Tuesday. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for having me.
Thank you very
I'm
much for
signing
sharing
off.
your time with us, and I always appreciate you. You have always been a very wonderful educator, educating people. You're passionate about what you do, and you are consistently convinced about what you do. Lady B, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm a comfort. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward next week so that we'll have a very wonderful, more elaborate conversation between you and Nancy, so that people will understand that this is not just something that you think, oh, you have excuses for. You wouldn't think I'm old or I'm young to get this thing. Let's have a balanced conversation. That's what I want us to do next week. So I thank both of you for sharing your time with us today. Thank you, Lady B and Mama Comfort. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Have a great day.
And you
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.